Many people want to make wine at home, but they're confused about what they need to get started. You don't have to spend a lot of money on complicated equipment and supplies, but there are a few basic items you need. In this video, I'll show you those basic items. And the good news is, you already have some of this stuff. Drop the device. Get away from that keyboard. Step outside into Shred World. The first thing you'll need is something to ferment in. Wineries use stainless steel tanks. If you're making red wine from grapes, you'll need something with an open top. You can use a bucket, fiberglass fermenting tank, or a vat. If you're making white wine, you'll need something with a narrow neck like this glass carboy or this gallon jug. Whatever you use needs to be cleaned and sanitized before you start. There are a lot of products to clean equipment, but you can use dish soap. Just rinse well. But to sanitize, you'll need to buy some potassium metabisulfite. You can use it as a powder or mix it with water. Wipe, rinse, or spray the equipment with a solution. You'll need to wear a mask and use gloves with this product. If you're making white or rosé, you may need a bottle brush. It's a good idea to know the volume of the fermentation container you're using, because at some point you'll need to be able to estimate the amount of must. This laundry bucket has quart markings inside. These are 6, 3, and 1 gallon bottles. We marked this dowel rod to help us estimate the amount of must in vats and buckets. You can get juice to make wine from fruit, buckets of juice, or wine kits. If you're making wine from grapes, you'll need to crush them. If you don't have a crusher, you can use your hand and glove, or you can use a colander. For reds, just crush the grapes in the container you'll be fermenting in. For whites, if you don't have a press, use a colander to separate the skins from the juice. Or you could use cheesecloth. You'll need some funnels for the first time you're transferring the wine to bottles. A thermometer will tell you the temperature of your fermentation area. Additives to your wine, like yeast, enzymes, and acids, need to be mixed with a small portion of wine first before adding to the fermentation vessel. We use a strainer and a baster to get just liquid from the vat. Many cups and pitchers will have volume markings to help with your calculations. You can use a wine thief, siphon, tubing, or even a straw to get liquid from a carboy. Here's one item you need to buy or borrow: a glass hydrometer. Hydrometers have many uses, but the main one is they let you know when your fermentation is complete. There are a few more things you may already have that will come in handy. Before I get to that, if you enjoy these videos, please support the channel by clicking the thumbs up and subscribe buttons down below. Clicking thumbs up means you like a particular video. Clicking subscribe means you like the content of that channel. Both of these features are free. There's no charge to like or subscribe. A small scale, measuring cups, and teaspoons are valuable for calculating additions. We use a potato masher to punch down our red wine fermentation caps. You can use a kitchen thermometer or a meat thermometer to check the temperature of the must. At some point, you'll need a fermentation lock. Fermentation locks keep organisms from the atmosphere from entering your wine. At the same time, they allow gases in your wine to escape. They come in different sizes and shapes. You attach them to a stopper with a hole in it, and you add some water. The water acts as the barrier. For first-time transfers to a bottle, you'll need a funnel. After that, you'll want to use tubing to rack your wine to transfer it. You'll need 2 bottles, some tubing, and a way to start the flow. When your wine is fully fermented and aged, you'll want to place it in a bottle with some type of closure to preserve it. A racking wand can help you fill those bottles without spilling. The flow starts when you press down and stops when you release. The bottles can then be closed with a cork, a screw top, or a stopper. If you want to use corks, there are handheld models. You don't have to have a floor model. You don't need a lot of equipment or supplies to make wine at home. So get these things together and get started. You'll be glad you did. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe.